Oh my goodness. I had to turn my phone in airplane mode, man. Every time I'm doing a video, people start texting me and whatnot. Cuts the video off. This shit be pissing me off, man. Anyway, today we're going to be doing a method I've been trying out. Lately I've been combing and discovering where my hair really wants to go. So I'm trying to lock that pattern in. Got some tips from Young Wavy about his method, which is cool. That works. I'm gonna try to incorporate that along with what I was already doing. So since this is the second time I'm doing this, I'm not gonna be putting the same product in my hair, but I'm gonna bring you up to speed. All I did really was we started the video, boom, I combed it out. Comb your hair in the way that you want it to be. Took my small wall comb. Can't find my what's that called? My metal one. So I'm using this. I also got this one. We're not brushing today. No brush. The brush is just gonna wipe out what I'm trying to do, so we stick with the comb today. Because the comb is gonna bring everything together. The comb is gonna bring everything to where I want it to be. So that's what we're gonna do. So basically you just want to comb your hair into the direction it needs to be. Okay. Combing. If you have not already bought a mirror, you need to get a mirror. The mirror is going to help you see not only what you're doing, but what your hair wants to do. So, by me using the mirror, still kind of sick, forgive me. The hair still grows. By me using the mirror, right, these waves over here, I noticed that I was brushing wrong. And when I used my mirror, I was combed it in a different direction. My waves just went pop. So instead of them being all scrunched up, like you got this little bunch of waves and all this is wide and all this is wide, and you got the sides that are like scrunched, you're doing something wrong. You're doing something wrong. There's a reason why this looks the way it does, and this looks the way it does, and this ain't matching, and this ain't matching. You're doing something wrong in your brushing or your combing or something. Take a day where you don't got nowhere to go and you don't got nothing to do. You just comb. And you find the angle that your hair widens in. You want to see what's going to open that wave up. So that's what we're doing. After I comb, I applied a little bit of this. And since we're not brushing today, okay, we're going to lock it in. This is my force method. When I got trouble areas and I can't get it to stay exactly how I got it, you ever been brushing and you're like, ooh, this is exactly how I want my hair to be. Right here, right now. When I wake up tomorrow and brush my hair, I don't want my crown to magically open back up. I want it to stay just like it is right now. Tight and closed. I want my waves on this side of my head to stay just like that. These look great right now, okay? And you wake up and they don't look like that, okay, this is my force method. Because I'm going to force my waves to stay right where I want them. That's the same thing I did with my crown, and it works. It waved up my crown. Y'all remember this part right here used to be super straight, no waves right here. Now I'm waved up. So it works. You don't have to do it. People hooting and hollering, I only use natural products. Ain't shit natural till you can make it in your house. And if you can't, I ain't trying to hear it. So I take my Wolfen pomade and take it old school too. Little bit of sporting waves. You don't need a lot for this. Sometimes I use a little bit more than I would normally use. Another good reason why I wash my hair every 3 days, because if I decide to do this, I'll use that same product for the 3 days. I'm not going to cake more on. So the same product for the 3 days, by the time I would have gotten ready to put another product in, I'm not. I just wash my hair. That's the end of that. So it's easier to do it closer, 3 days from your wash day, if you're doing the every 3 days method like that. 3 days before your wash day, so everything's right on time. I take about this much, and then I take about this much, and I mix them together. That gives me the best of both worlds. I mean, the Sporting Waves don't dry me out anyway, so it might dry some people out, but my hair likes it anyway. But I mix it up. Again, I'm not expecting a lot of people to do this. I don't really care if you do or don't. Honestly, I do it. And it works. And that's the point. You guys want to know how to get waves? Some of the things that I do might not work for you, but it works. That's the bottom line. The products, the ways people do things, if it didn't work, they wouldn't do it. Keep that in mind. We're just going to apply it. My hair is still kind of moist from the carrot cream. But today is what, Friday? Sunday is my wash day. So I'm straight. Got it? I'm good. We're going to apply this the same way you combed. Don't be doing extra stuff. Don't be extra. Don't just be scrambling stuff and wondering how you just that quick lost the same progress you just gained just now by combing. If you didn't see some stuff going like, ooh, man, my waves is going to look good. I'm going to lay them down. It's going to look just like this. No, it won't. Not if you're scrambling all willy-nilly. You need to be consistent. Consistent in how you put the product in versus how you just combed it. My fingertips are there for a reason. It does go all the way up to your crown. Make sure you're getting some up there too. I just happen to run out of product, but I put a little extra right up there with it so it could join the party. And the reason how I got my crown to stay like that, I literally took I took some Dax because it was making me that mad. I had just brushed my hair, boom. Took some Dax and I just put it right around my crown. And then I brushed from that and it forced my crown to wave up in that area where I had the straight hair. So forced it to wave up and stay like that. So I'm training it to stay small and closed so that hair around my crown that's straight doesn't move around. Every time I brush my hair, it's used to staying just like that. Force method. That's why I call it that. I call it that, and it's my method. It's my method that works for me. So don't expect this to just be magical and it's like, oh my God, it works for you. It might work for me too. It might work for you too. It might not. You know? But I don't see how it couldn't. I'm using the old school, found the Dax. I didn't use it today, but old school, Sporting Waves, Dax. I see people asking all the time, oh, should I use Deep Wave Builder or should I use Dax? Like, that's two different worlds right there, bro. That's two different worlds. Y'all, I wish that these young cats coming in could have had an old school mentor somewhere, even if he was down the block. You know, even if it was the dude that was always at the store. Always at the store with the waves, and one day you just ask him like, hey man, how you get your waves like that? And if that fool said Dax and water, trust me, that's all that fool's using. Old school. They don't do all this new school product nonsense. The old school works. You might not like how it makes your hair feel. You might not like the products in the product, but it works. That's the key. So that's what I do. Right now I'm using my plastic bag. I'm getting this laid down because we're not brushing. So I'm just laying it down a little bit. Making sure it's not going to be, because my hair is curling to the max right now. But I'm making sure that this is not going nowhere. Up by the crown. Making sure everybody getting a little love with the bag. And that's it for me with that. So, now what I'm going to do is rag it up. Rag it up. Y'all going to see the results. I'm going to post pictures in about an hour. I'll post some pictures. Let y'all see the results of what I do. And I don't do this all the time. This is definitely not an all the time thing. This is that method for when you've discovered exactly how your waves should be, and you know hair is resilient. It's gonna want to go back to the way it was. So this is the way to lock it in forcefully. You're gonna stay like that. When I take my do-rag off, my hair will be like exactly how I just seen it looking, except for it'll be laid. It'll be laid down. It'll be laid to the max. You could also put another something on top of your head, another do-rag if you want to. I don't have any wave caps anymore. Excuse me. That made my head hurt. So, I'll put another. This is my wave builder. Wave builder do-rag right here. I know because it don't got no line in the top. I just tie that on. Woo! Choking to death. Tie that on. I don't plan on doing nothing but playing pool at my homeboy's house, so I'll have this on for a little minute. Make sure it's tight, because right now if your hair is anything like my hair, it should be sticking up. Should be real. Should feel like a Rocky Mountain waves. But when I take it off, it'll be more like ocean waves. Smooth and stuff. It just naturally will do it. The Wolfen pomade got enough nutrients in it to where it'll soften them up. But my hair with the sporting waves, it softens it up anyway. I don't use that kind of pomade often, sporting waves and stuff. I really haven't used it in a while. But once I discovered that it was working for my crown, I took it and I applied it here so I could lock in that pattern. And then I took it and I applied it here where my forks were, so that when I'm working on it, I get that little tiny bit of extra pull right there where the forks was, and they're going away because it's helping me to find that angle. And then I took it, I applied it on this side where the forks was, and I literally took it and streaked it right here, right where those are not trying to figure it out. So I get that tiny bit of extra pull with my like soft brush and stuff. Then when I'm slow brushing, I get that little extra pull, and it's just gliding, but it's like, I don't know how to explain it. If you ever do it, you'll know what I'm talking about. You get that little bit of extra pull out of your brushing session, so, and it locks them. The pomade locks it. So when you put your do-rag on, you take it off, it's locked right how you left it. It don't do that when you're using oils and things of that nature, because as soon as you take your do-rag off, it's already moving. It's almost like you took your retainer out. Your teeth are going to start moving as soon as you take your retainer out. They're going to feel different as soon as you take the retainer out. Same with your do-rag. That's why I'm locking it in. If you had a permanent retainer, it wouldn't be moving. That's the point of this. It's like a permanent retainer. It's retaining exactly what you just did to stay like that. And when you wash and you brush it back without the same product, you'll be straight. I've done it twice. I've done it about 3-4 times now. So it works. Y'all see me progressing every day. I am about to get up off of this camera